Hi, welcome to the Glowing Skin series. So I'm Christine Ho. So today I have Sally Malanga of Ecco Bella. Ecco Bella is a pioneer in natural and organic beauty products. So welcome and thank you for being here.
I'm delighted to be with you, Christine. You have great energy and a great smile.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I'm just so happy to have you here, and it's a real honor to have you.
My pleasure.
Yes. So tell us your personal story.
Oh my goodness. I am delighted to be speaking with your audience because I think people should know that there's very courageous people on this planet. And a number of years ago, I was a volunteer at an organization called Friends of Animals. It's a nonprofit that exists today. And I met a woman who snuck a video camera into the laboratories at Gillette. And she filmed testing of very ordinary personal care products on animals. And when we realized that, how unacceptable it was, we started a campaign, a giant postcard campaign. We took a giant postcard. We put a photograph of a bunny rabbit on it in a cage. And we wrote on it, "Dear Gillette, we won't buy from you unless you stop testing on animals." And we went to the malls and we got people to sign them. We put stamps on them and thousands of postcards went to Gillette. And then other organizations also were having these campaigns to stop animal testing, to expose it for what it was, which is bad science. And fast forward 20 years later today, we've saved millions of animals' lives. Everything from rabbits to dogs to monkeys.
Oh.
And it's really, and it's due to the power of the consumer and the consumer telling the corporations, we don't like your wicked acts. We don't want your bad science. And so corporations had no choice. Not every corporation has complied, but many have. And I think animal testing is going the way of diesel fuel and, hair curlers.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes, it's a very good thing for the animals. It's safer for consumers because animal testing did absolutely nothing to provide safety for consumers. Animals do not have the same reactions we have. They are not susceptible to the same toxicities. An aspirin will kill a cat. So it's not the same. And plenty of pharmaceuticals slip through that are not safe. Look at all the opioids that are out there, despite all the testing that they do. So, the best policy and the best procedure is to use ingredients that is generally recognized as safe. And that's where we came in with our more organic, natural, but also highly technological ingredients for our skincare. So we refer to it as science in awe of nature. So respectful of nature, respectful of both animals, and when a company respects animals, they will also respect their consumers.
That's great. And I love how you also work for the board of Friends of Animals and Primarily Primates and the Sustainable Business Council.
It's very important to see. Ecco Bella was a pioneer in socially responsible business and also socially responsible products. So that means we think through every aspect of what we do. I call it my activist eyes. I put my activist eyes on every decision that we make, from where we source our ingredients to make sure that it's respectful of the forests and the farms, and that wherever possible, wherever it's done, is that it's organic. And then we think about, well, how it's made, and then how is it thrown away? What's in the packaging? How does it get recycled, or does it just go into the ocean, something like that? So we take responsibility on behalf of our brand and our formulas and our customer to do the right thing all the way through. So it's very important. And serving on the board of Friends of Animals is something that's important to me. I'm a vegan, so I don't eat animals. I don't eat dairy and nor fish. And you know what? It's not that hard. It's not hard at all. You just do it one meal at a time. Choose something that doesn't have a face. And our products are vegan. So I think that's very important, that they're not tested on animals, but the ingredients also don't have any slaughterhouse byproducts. I don't think consumers realize how many ingredients actually can come from a slaughterhouse that's put into their cosmetic. So, for example, collagen comes from the sinews of the animal, from its cartilage, from its bones. So, and that's gelatin, that's collagen and gelatin. It all comes from slaughterhouses. And if you went into a slaughterhouse, you would probably be traumatized for life. So in order to be beautiful, we can't use ugly ingredients. And so that's why we choose only plant-based materials. And actually, the plant-based materials have a natural intelligence for our beauty. They have a natural intelligence, whereas the animal slaughterhouse ingredients are just bogging us down. Morally, physically, spiritually, beauty-wise, they're just bogging us down. So I'll give you an example. One of my mottos is that when the digestion is flowing, the skin is glowing. When you eat meat and dairy, drink soda, even smoke, those are the kinds of things that clog up your system. Your skin is an elimination organ. It's a third lung. It's also the eliminator of toxins. When you sweat out your toxins. So it does the same for your digestion. If your digestion is overloaded with all this stuff that sticks in there for weeks and months and years, then your skin is having to deal with it. So if you're wondering why your skin just doesn't look as great as it should, maybe it looks a little dull. It's stressing from the diet that it's having to deal with. So having a diet rich in the rainbow of carrots and celery and avocados, which provides more protein than meat, those are the smart people. They know that. People are learning, people are catching on. That's why being a vegan has grown. The number of vegans in the United States has grown substantially. And they're catching on. So for your skincare, you have to think really deeply about what you're eating as well as what is going on in your skin.
Oh yes, of course. So how did you get into the cosmetics and skincare industry?
Well, by accident, because I had worked on that campaign. I realized that maybe there's a market for a brand that was respectful of all life. And so we decided to create Ecco Bella and see if it would be, serve as an alternative to the commercial brands. Ecco Bella means behold beautiful in Italian. I just happen to love everything Italian. So behold beautiful is how we feel about our customers, that they are beautiful people in and out. And, we wanted to serve that kind of customer. But what I realized was at that time was that just being a company that didn't test on animals was not enough. That I had to really look deep into the formulas, almost like a chef creating a fine meal. what do you put into these blends that we are actually going to feed our skin with? And that's where I brought out my great love of nutrition, my great love of vegan cooking, and we created formulas that are so rich, so luxurious, so filled with nature's gifts, vitamins, organic aloe, and organic oils, organic herbs, all with very powerful benefits. So, in fact, we don't use any water. We don't use water in our formulas. We feel like we should take, all the space should be taken up by ingredients that are active. So aloe is a very important anti-aging plant. And you may have heard that if you have a burn or a scar, you could put aloe on it and it will heal it. It's true. I had the chicken pox when I was in my 30s. And I was devastated. I had bumps from head to toe. All I could do was lay on the couch in a light shift, and then every hour or so go in the bathroom and take an aloe leaf and put it all over my, the wounds. I mean, children looked at me and ran away. It was awful. But I don't have any scars. So that is the power of aloe, personally experienced. So that's one of the things that's unique and unusual about what we do.
So, how long have you been working in the beauty industry?
Well, as I said, I got into this sort of by accident. So I sort of consider this a mission. And the mission is to redefine beauty. It's kind of funny, I'm in the beauty industry, I guess so. But the goal is to redefine beauty so that it encompasses beautiful acts. What we eat is a beautiful act. You eat a beautiful vegan meal. And I was just at one of the most fabulous vegan restaurants I'd ever been to in my life in Miami. I recommend everyone to go there, to Plant Miami. It was food with the skill of flower arranging. It was just not only incredibly beautiful with the noodles and fruits and vegetables and the sauces and magnificent colors, but there was flowers on everything that made everything look even more amazing. So that's one of the joys of my life, finding and going to places like that. So, and I've been doing it for 20 years.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so what are you most proud of from 2017?
It would be something more personal, probably, that in my town, a group of citizens sprung up with the common goal of creating transparency in our government and fighting corruption, unfortunately, in our government, and money that flows into government that forces government to pay attention to special interests, developers primarily, who have a tendency to cut down a lot of trees and, benefit themselves and then move on. So I think I'm most proud of the fact that this swirled into a wonderful local organization fighting for justice and for trees and for transparency in government. And I'm pretty proud to be part of that group, and not to be alone either, to be part of some really dedicated people. And it's nice to see that, and to have colleagues that are passionate about justice.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so what are you most excited about for 2018?
For 2018, well, at Ecco Bella, it's all about our relationships. So what I like, for example, in 2018, we're asking everyone to take their photo with their cat and then next month we'll do their dog, and post their photo onto our homepage. So we're posting everybody who takes their photo onto our homepage, so everyone could be on our homepage. And then we're supporting primarily primates by offering a gift, a painting by Sydney, the capuchin monkey. He's the Picasso of primary primates, and he paints. So we're offering a painting. But we'll have all kinds of gifts and prizes throughout the year for customers who upload their photos and show the world how they feel about animals, how they show the world how they look in their fantastic Ecco Bella products, how great they feel using products that are so well made and so well thought out with the consumer's health and beauty in mind. So that's what I like about 2018.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. And yeah, you even have your own cat, which you showed me earlier. So one thing that separates Ecco Bella from other skincare products is your use of vitamin cells. So tell us about that.
Vitamin cells are wonderful. I think that people should know that when they see vitamins in any skincare product, that the vitamins are very unstable. They're very susceptible to degradation by light and air. So we created something called a vitamin cell, and we put the very precious carotenoids, my beloved carotenoids, which are lutein, lycopene, astaxanthin. Those are the deeply pigmented substances that come from tomatoes, come from marigolds, carrots. And the skin has, it has a natural intelligence, a natural affinity for these ingredients. It knows to take them and put them right under your skin and protect you from aging. And there's a lot of clinical studies on these. They help your skin be smoother, the wrinkles get smaller, less blemishes. They work fantastically. But when exposed to air and light, they're gone. So they are all encapsulated first in little microspheres made of lecithin. And the microspheres, they're tiny, but they're not nano, so they're big enough. So nano is a little bit iffy in terms of safety. They're not nano, they're not that small, but they're small enough to dive deep into your skin as far as it can go and really deliver these precious, unstable, but very powerful antioxidants into your skin. And once they get there, they know what to do. They protect you from blue light from your computer, for example, which is aging. They protect you from the solar light, which is also aging. Those are all little wrinkles you start to get. It breaks down the collagen. So that's why these vitamin cells are so unique and so wonderful. And so it's a very important feature of our skincare. We have a very small line of skincare, very small. It's only 7 or 8 products because each product is filled with benefit and just the right technology. I don't like to load people up with a lot of products.
No, that can be a good thing. Sometimes it helps to keep things simple. I guess you would say that your cosmetics and skincare line is actually good for your skin. So it would make your skin healthier overall over time?
Absolutely. Otherwise I wouldn't do it and I wouldn't use it. It has to have a strong benefit for the consumer. And if we can't demonstrate that, why bother? I know that there's a lot of commercial brands and they formulate to be as cheap as possible. That's how they think. I don't think that way. I think about benefit. How does it benefit the consumer? Will they see a difference? Will they feel better? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's a very good thing that you have that kind of focus. Not too many different cosmetics beauty industries would actually think about this.
Right. Well, we take a 360-degree look at it. One is, of course, what you eat. 2 is what you put on your skin. And 3 is how you treat yourself and the world. What is your spiritual approach? Are you constantly and sometimes I'm guilty too, stressed or, overbooked. And I do stop and I meditate. I meditate every day. I do a chanting meditation, and I notice that if I tend to, if I get bogged down, like any other human being, you get bogged down by all the thoughts and feelings and all the stimulation of everybody and everybody's, anger and their worries and so on. And so 15 minutes of chanting, I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 15 minutes, and I could feel right from my chest, right from my solar plexus, the power that comes out and sort of smooths over all that turbulence, and go back out there and try to make the world a better place once again.
Yeah. So what was the first product you started out the company with?
Oh, we had an herbalist making our ultra rich vanilla herbal body lotion, and it didn't have any water. It was very rich. And after she got up to making us 96 pieces at a time, she said, I can't do this anymore. So we had to find a way to make more. So that was our first product. And we went from making 96 pieces at a time to, 5,000 pieces in, nice stainless steel vats. And so that was the first product. We still make it today. It's really a beloved product. Because again, it's something, if it's water-free and it's all active, and you take this lotion, it's not really for your face, it's for your body. You won't have dry skin for hours and hours. It really makes a difference.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, and it's great that you still have it, because it goes to show like how great it's been over time.
People rely on it.
Yeah, no, that's great. So yeah, what is the latest thing to come out of product to come out of your line?
Well, the latest product is, I would say we made smaller sizes that people could try of our very fine skincare. So we made smaller sizes of it, and we had been working with fitness expert Tracy Anderson up until we worked with her, and we created a kit of all our products so people could try it and really see the results after 2 weeks. It takes up to 2 weeks, that's all. So that was the latest thing we did. And there'll be more things that I can share with you coming soon. So we'll do another talk. And I'll share with you some other things that are really cool that I would want your viewers and your listeners to know about.
Of course, I would love to have you on again. So let's see here. What's your own personal favorite item from the shop?
Well, I don't know if you've tried it, but it's a spray. And I like to be really fast, brush my teeth and then, get out of the shower and then just spray all the vitamins on my face. It feels so refreshing. I know that it's a cascade of vitamin cells that are going all over my skin. And sometimes I don't even wear anything else but that. So it's the Mist On Toner and Vitamin Spray. So it's wonderful because it has some apple cider vinegar in it, which helps balance the pH. You want your skin to be a little acidic. That keeps the bacteria away. And then it's just coating you with aloe, and then the vitamin cells are going, yay, diving into the skin. Woo, here we go. So I love the feeling of it. I do it all over, and then I'm out the door.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so how do you come up with the different styles in the EB look section?
Oh, well, we have a professional makeup artist who decides what's on trend, and sometimes we make our own trends. I don't like to always follow trends. So she decides.
Oh. So how long do you keep a product in the shop before you throw it out, especially with natural skincare products?
Well, they're adequately preserved. They have a 2-year shelf life once opened. I mean, I've had lotions and things that go on and on. I go, well, aren't you ever going to go bad? And, 5 years later, I am throwing it away. But We don't use the typical synthetic preservatives, though, but we do use herbal preservatives that work quite nicely. There's no problem. But you know what? With makeup, mascara, you're supposed to use it up within 90 days and then get rid. You're not supposed to keep using it a million times. You know, it should be gone. Skincare you want to use up. I mean, a jar of it or a bottle of it lasts, what, 30, 60 days, and it's done. So it shouldn't be sitting around for years, right?
Yeah, of course. No, I totally agree with you on that one.
Right.
But it's just one of those things to where I'm sure that, the audience would like to know.
Okay. It's a good question.
Yes. So you have an extensive list of articles providing tips and styles to your customers on your blog section. So tell us about those.
Oh, well, our makeup artist does along with a writer, does the blogs. And the goal of the blog is to educate consumers so that they know, they have a sense of what they're buying and what to look for. And so we want to feature certain ingredients. Again, take lycopene, comes from tomatoes. Who would think that would be great for skincare, right? Tomato, that's what you put in a salad or on your pizza. But lycopene is unbelievable for skin. It's protecting us from solar radiation. It's protecting us from the day-to-day assault on our skin, and it's a fantastic ingredient. So we need to explain that in our blog. We also give great tips, using different colors of eye pencils in a different way, or how to make your smoky eye with a bronze. I read them and I try to follow the blogs myself. But we have a professional person who's writing them. Do you like the blogs?
Oh, yeah. So I am trying to work on my own right now as well. So I'm, creating different content to put in it as well.
Good. It's important to figure out something what you're curious about, most likely other people are curious about.
Pledge of no microbeads on your website and how they are harmful to your skin. And you even mentioned the different things to look for to consumers in order to avoid that. So I love that you do that.
Oh, microbeads. Well, you know what they are, right? They're little plastic beads that, again, it's a wicked thing to do. Some of the corporations, I don't know who thought of this, but they should be fired because these little microbeads go right down the drain and right into the water and right into the ocean. And scientists are analyzing the ocean and finding that it's filled with microplastics. Where is that going? It's going right into the food supply. So, I mean, what a stupid idea. And they're being banned. I think they've been banned in our country, but of course there's always well, you can stop selling them in 2018 or 19 or whatever it is. But meanwhile, consumers just have to boycott those products. They're usually washes, facial washes and scrubs that have plastic when they could have easily used something that's biodegradable, and not biodegradable plastic either. Jojoba beads, and cellulose beads. There's all kinds of things that are biodegradable that could have been used. So I'm very upset about that. I'm embarrassed and shocked that the industry would create a product that would cause such terrible pollution.
Yeah, so tell us about your free gift.
We are pleased to offer your viewers, who I'm sure are wonderful people, we'd love to get to know them. They can come to our website, and with a $50 order, we'll be happy to give them a free lipstick for them to try. Our lipsticks think they're lip balms. So they go on great, and they last, and they're gorgeous. And there's even some products that we have that have super vitamin E in them that your lips just crave. So I never have chapped lips. That's what I use. And there's a code.
I think it was Angela Rosie 18.
There you go. They have to just remember that code. Angela Rosie 18, the number 18. And
so ANGELAROSIE 18. In case you need to have that information as well. So yes, if you want to have that free lipstick, go ahead and, you know, click on the link, take you to the Ecco Bella website, and be sure to put in the code Angela Rosie 18 to get your free lipstick with a $50 order.